Hi, my name is Emily Roth, and I have created a product where I made my own online website where people can go in and design their own wines. It can be structured depending on what they like in their wine. If they want it to be sweet, dry, red, white, what hints or fruits they want in their wine. And not only this, they also get to design like the product exterior. So they get to pick if they wanted to have a name on it, a slogan. This is perfect for gift giving. You know, when mothers or people, you're going to a party and they love receiving wine gifts, you can customize the outside and make it pretty for them, put their favorite colors. Anyway, I'm interviewing Jessica Samuelson, who's an avid wine drinker. And she's going to talk to us about wine and my product design and if she thinks it is a good idea. I won't turn. This is Jessica Samuelson.
Hello.
My question's for you. First of all, do you think my wine... Want to hold it? Do you think my wine idea is profitable, and do you see it going far?
I think so. You know, like, people love personalized stuff. Everything these days is like create your own DIY. So being able to and everyone loves wine. Everyone who's over 21 loves wine. So it's a nice gift. Like, being able to personalize it really is the selling point, I think.
So who do you think is my market in this kind of product type?
I think your market would definitely be probably mostly women between the ages of like 21 and 40.
Do you think it's like college students, or do you think it can also be like avid wine drinkers who have not yet discovered their perfect wine?
I definitely don't think it's only college drinkers. I think especially the older crowd, their experience, like, this is going to be a really cool concept to them, to be able to literally design your own wine. Like, they know what they like already. Like, why not just try to put it together and kind of see like if they're going to like that.
Why do you think this idea would make it big? Like, what do you think is missing in this market segment that I am offering that is different?
Well, I've never heard of anything like, I've never heard of being able to create your own wine, being able to choose the flavorings and everything, and then just adding like the personalizable touch to it really just adds a lot. But like, definitely just being able to create your own based on like flavors and stuff that you like, that's definitely a major differentiator in the market.
Do you think your friends would also like to receive this as a gift?
Yeah, definitely. My friends, my mom, my family, this just, I would even order it for myself. Like, it doesn't even have to be a gift, but definitely like for like weddings or bachelorette parties, like anything. It could really, 21st birthday parties, it's just a cool thing.
What are some recommendations you have for me as to how to create this startup? Like, when I'm creating my website, what should I add first? Like, should the first thing that people see be to design their own wine based on the flavors they're putting into it, or the customizable exterior of the bottle?
I think the flavors are more of a selling point, just because I'm like decorating or doing it yourself, like the outsides, like I'm sure that's a thing already, but being able to actually like pick the flavors and actually create the wine is a main thing. And then kind of like once you do that, like, wow, now you can create your own label. So that's kind of like a second thing that people should see.
Do you think that this product can exist outside like the state or even the country? Can you see it going like global? Like the website itself?
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, as long as like shipping is reasonable and stuff, because no one likes to pay for like a lot of shipping. But the idea is great. I've never heard anything like it. I don't see why, I mean, people all over the world like wine, to my knowledge, so I don't see why it wouldn't be able to go global if done about in the right way.
Do you see this turning into like a store one day?
It could be a store. kind of like that new video that's been going around in New York, where there's a store and you can create your own lipstick. You pick a color, you pick a flavor, and then it just makes it for you right there. So if the process was fast and you were able to just kind of like pick like, okay, I want this, this, and this, and then it just like makes it into a wine for you, that could definitely be a store. Maybe not like a huge store, but kind of like a specialty store where people went to. That'd be good.
How much do you think that I should charge for a single bottle?
For something like that, I would probably pay around $50 for it. But I guess like it would depend on kind of, you could do like, based on like whatever label you do, or based on what ingredients, like different things can cost more. I think it would just depend, but for a nice like personalized bottle of wine where you literally got to pick the ingredients, I mean, that's definitely worth $50, if not more. But also like $50 is reasonable, but there should definitely be like promotions where like, okay, like it's Valentine's Day, like order these wines like 2 for $50. Like as long as like that could be done, then I think like
Promos.
Yeah, as long as promotions and stuff would be run, I think that like $50 is really reasonable, and even higher if it was like a higher quality type of wine.
So like I said before, you know, you're an avid wine drinker. You drink wine like, you know, a few nights a week. So what do you think is missing in the industry that I have in my company? Like, why do you think you haven't found your perfect wine bottle yet? Is it missing the flavor? Is it missing the body, like the round body? Is it missing, you know, the pretty exterior of the bottle? Because that's what we offer that a lot of companies don't. You know, you order a bottle and it's like a plain, like, label, and no one really is attracted to that. If it was like a bright color and had like a nice catchy name, people would be more intrigued by it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally have bought wines just because of how they looked on the exterior.
Me too.
Yeah, like you see a pretty bottle of wine, like you just buy it. So I've personally done that, and unfortunately, like it hasn't really tasted like up to my expectations. So to be able to get like a customized bottle of wine where I could like make the label as pretty as I want, and kind of guarantee that I would like the flavor, because I would just be able to like pick what I like. I know I'm gonna like it. I feel like that doesn't really exist. Like you can go and you can like search for the perfect bottle of wine or the perfect taste, but I mean it still might be hard to find. And then also like certain combinations don't exist, I'm sure. So just like having it, being able to just like do it all at once on this like easy site or store is definitely like something that doesn't exist. So.
You personally, I'm intrigued, what fruits or hints of fruits would you add to your own wine? And would you make it white or red?
I would definitely make it white. I feel like hints of like rose would be cool.
Would you make it sweet?
Yeah, it would definitely be sweet.
What do you think the label would be? Would it be like, would it have your name on it, like Jessica with like a heart? Or like, tell me what are like some kind of hobbies you're into, or like animals you like me to put on this label?
I would probably try to come up with like a creative name. I would probably make it like pink, and maybe like have some cool things on it. Maybe I could like add an elephant or something.
Do you think it'd be a good idea for me to make it extra for everything you want to add on the label? Think that'd be a good idea? To charge extra for like, say you want to add your name, that's like another 50 cents. You want to add like a little like emoji to it.
I think it should like come with something like already like done. Like you have the option to add a name and like maybe pick the color. But then if you wanted to add like, let's say like a picture, or like make a different design on it than than like the thing that it comes with, then like you could charge like $3 more or something, like based on like what they wanted. Like, because if you wanted to cover the entire label with different kinds of pictures, like that'd be really cool, but obviously that can't cost the same amount as like just having like a plain pink label. So
what do you think I could name the product? What are some name ideas you have in mind? Like I thought of like my wine,
my wine is cool, or like I wine, or like wine your way,
That's cute.
something like that.
I like that. So do you think it's smarter to have this business as like an e-commerce, like an online thing? Like, what do you think is the better option? Like, I know we discussed, in person having a store, you create your own wine, but what do you think is a better option for this business itself?
I think it definitely needs to start off online, because just like it's just a lot easier, I feel, to like advertise it online, especially if it's like an online business. It's easier to get people to like go to the website and like, wow, like check
And it's
this out.
cheaper because I don't have to pay
Right.
for like
right.
right.
And it's easier to get people to check it out if it's online. Like you just send them a link. But if there's just a store, you're kind of limited to like the population that's there. Plus, like you can tell a friend all you want about this place, but in
Sounds
reality,
like a Shark Tank idea. Let's
yeah,
do it.
but in reality, if you like, your friend probably isn't going to go out of their way unless you really rave about it.
Right.
So
and then you tell one friend, they tell another person.
It's really just like if
word of mouth.
if it's in person, like you're just kind of like you're gonna get passerbys and like people who like see it every day, but like online, there's just like much more of a market. And then plus, if you build your brand online, then transfer it to stores as well, you're gonna have like a much bigger market, and people are gonna know you, and people are gonna actually go to the store. So it's definitely
in person,
better.
right? It's also harder
online.
in person because you have to like get all the items already made, and it costs more money as opposed to just like someone ordering online. You like send it from the factory.
Right. You definitely have to like have ready-made stuff at your store.
Right.
Like you'd have to pay rent, like whatever. You'd have to pick the perfect place. Like online, you can just reach everyone.
Jessica, I loved interviewing you. It was a wonderful time. We will drink wine now to celebrate. Thank you.